Hi guys, it's Jennifer and I'm here today for another video in the Holiday Home Organizing Challenge series that I'm doing. So come along and be sure to subscribe. We are now up to weeks 9 and 10. That's what I have just finished in this guide that I downloaded for free from clutterbug.com. And in this past 2 weeks, what I did was week 9 focused on decorating your house for Christmas and decluttering. So before you get started with decorating, actually getting rid of stuff that you haven't used in a couple of years. And then week 10 was getting ready for guests. So let me tell you a little bit about this and then I'll show you some clips of what I did. The decluttering part, I'm going to leave some of it for after Christmas, but I did go through and I found some things to get rid of. I had some broken ornaments and some other things that I just haven't used in a while, which I'll show you. But yeah, I got rid of some things and may even get rid of some more things when I take down my decorations this year. But let me go ahead and show you. So we're now in my garage and these are some things that I decided I'm going to get rid of. I don't know where I got that stocking, but I don't need it. A bow, a tablecloth. When I was getting out my Christmas towels, I had these other towels that I just don't need. I have a lot of towels, and so these are either going to be used to dry off the dog after we wash her, or I'm going to donate them to a shelter. These are some salt and pepper shakers that are cute, but I never use them. And then this thing holds a 3-wick candle, and it was really cute, and I loved using it, but a lot of the little pieces have broken off, and it just doesn't look as good anymore, and so I'm going to get rid of it. So I want to show you in here where I keep the boxes of Christmas items. You can see, do you see those towels in there? So when I get kitchen towels for Christmas, and eventually they just look worse for the wear after they've been washed, but I save them. And so I'm not throwing those away. The reason is that when I pack away some of my more delicate Christmas items, I need things to cushion them. And, you know, whether it's Christmas mugs, because I have a bunch of those, or anything that could break, and I just save those towels and use them to cushion them as I store them away, and so I'm not getting rid of those. In the entryway, I have this pencil tree that is my teacher tree. It's all the ornaments that my students gave me when I was teaching. Entryway, I have these quirky little trees. I love this little cluster of trees here. And I have my regular Christmas tree. And here I have my mantle. There's a few decorations, little Santa, my stockings, these little reindeer that have lights, and these little metal boxes that have a tea light in each one. It kind of sends a reflection, a shadow actually, of a snowflake on the wall, which I really like. And then I have some different things in the house. I don't have to show all of it to you, but placemats and different things that are for Christmas. What I'm going to be doing after Christmas with this tree is it is really loaded with ornaments, and we like to collect ornaments from places where we visit. But it is so full now that there's just no room for more ornaments. So we noticed this year when we were putting up the ornaments that there are a lot of things that just we don't have memories behind them. We have no idea why we have them. Like this ornament right here. I don't know why I have that. I don't know where I got it or who gave it to me. This one is the same. Let's see. There's this duck here, you know, and I asked John, I said, did you bring this into our marriage? Because I don't know where we got this. Same with this soldier. So there are a lot of ornaments that when I'm taking the decorations down, any ornament that does not have a story behind it, I'm just going to put in a box and sell it at a garage sale. I love the phrase that ornaments are memories on branches. And I want all the ornaments that I put on my tree to have memories behind them. And if they don't, they're gonna go. Okay, and next was getting ready for guests. I didn't have a lot to do for this because I already have kind of a neat system, I think, for guests. And basically it's giving them permission to just like open cabinets and drawers and closets and use stuff that's there. I want them to be aware of the things that are there and not to feel bad if they're opening a drawer looking for, you know, something for a headache or whatever. So let me go ahead and just show you what I have for that, and maybe it will inspire you for some ideas for your guest area. My guest bedroom. This chair is a massage chair. It normally goes in the living room where the Christmas tree is, so we moved that in here. But there are a few things I want to show you in here. One is, well, I've got two closets. This one I use for storage. This one has part of it that is used for guests. So I like to keep some hangers and just keep at least half the closet available for guests to hang whatever they have. And then also I provide a robe. I have some extra pillows and blankets up here. You know, everybody likes a certain kind of feel for pillows, and so I have some on the bed, and then if those are not comfortable to my guests, then they can choose a different pillow. Also back here, I have some, these are luggage racks, and they fold out, and when I have somebody who's coming, I pull out one or two of those racks and set them in the room just so that they have a place to put their luggage while they're here. I'll put a link in the space below where you can check out where I got these. They're nice wooden foldable racks, really nice. And then over here I have a bookcase, and I want to tell you about what I have on the bottom two shelves in particular. I have lots of books. And gosh, the light outside is doing something really strange. Anyway, the bottom two shelves have some extra books that I would store on different shelves around my house. But I was trying to think of the kinds of books that people would want to look at when they're here for a short period of time. So if I put a novel or several novels, obviously somebody is not going to have time to finish the book while they're visiting. So I have some gardening books, I have some exercise books, I have some books about Flagstaff. So if somebody is just kind of wanting a book to look at while they're, you know, getting ready to go to sleep, then they can flip through and just kind of, you know, read for 15 minutes and have a satisfying experience instead of starting to read a book that is going to take a week or two to read and they won't have time to finish it while they're here. So I like putting in books that are specific to just kind of flipping through and getting information based on whatever different people are interested in. In my bathroom, so I have this little basket, well, it's kind of a big basket that holds washcloths, as you can see. And then I have this frame here. And this, just as you can see, you make yourself at home, and it tells people where things are in my bathroom. So there's extra toilet paper above the toilet. There are toiletries and pain relievers in the top left drawer. The first aid items in the middle left drawer, bottled water in the bottom left drawer, and a bathrobe in the bedroom closet. So this way, when they're looking at these drawers, they know that all that stuff in there is stuff that they can use. So I just want to give my guests permission to open cabinets and drawers if they're looking for something, and then they don't have to ask. So this is just kind of a nice thing to let people know it's okay. Open up the drawers if you need to. Stuff here is for you. Okay, so we're down to weeks 11 and 12 for the next video. The next one will be the last one in this series. And so the next one is planning your holiday food. So whether it's snacks or meals, or I don't even know if we're going to have a big meal for Christmas, but I guess this is going to decide it, right? But just thinking about, just kind of some of those things that you can either have available when people come over that they can snack on, or having a big meal. So one of the things that Cass from Clutterbug did a video about was making a charcuterie board, and I did that at Thanksgiving. I kind of looked at a lot of different videos about what to put on a charcuterie board. You know, it's one of those cheese board things that has meat and nuts and fruit and things like that. And so I'll pop in a picture right now of that board so you can see it. It was really fun to make, and it was yummy, and I've actually made another one since then. So that's always a really good idea to have on hand. We actually had that for Thanksgiving this year. Like, that was our meal. But it was just the two of us, and so we decided to keep it simple. But what a neat thing to have out when you have guests over, just so they can kind of pick at it as, you know, as they walk by. But the guide provides a grocery list that you can put your items down on your actual meal planning for different days of the week leading up to the holidays. And so it's, you know, kind of a helpful thing, especially if you're having a house full of people, which I don't guess a lot of us are this year. But yeah, and then the next one, week 12, which is the last one, is some finishing touches. And so there is a last minute checklist here. And it just says, you know, if you have people coming over, do a quick tidy up and spot mop, clean the bathrooms, quickly wipe off your surfaces. If you've been doing all of these things in the challenge, then you shouldn't have any deep cleaning to do. You should just have some light things to do. Create a signature scent or light a candle, make a final grocery shop and some last minute meal prep, celebrate family traditions, and enjoy your beautiful home. So yeah, I will talk about some last minute, like some thoughts about last minute things in my next video, and then also maybe some traditions and things like that. But I would love to know what some of your family traditions are. Like, maybe you did some things when you had kids at home or with your grandkids, or I'm assuming people watching this are older, are more like my age, but maybe you're a younger person watching this, and I'd love to hear about some of your family traditions. We have a little advent calendar that we do, and it's kind of fun to do with kids too, but I'll be thinking through some of those things for the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you have been getting your house spruced up, whether you're having guests or not. It always feels good to have a house that is nice and tidy. So I'll see you again in the next video. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon, and YouTube will let you know when I upload new videos. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.